I'm calling this the yellow hive and the other the red hive. And my wintered hive is going to be called the winter hive. I had this here from last year of honey already in the comb. And so they're eating honey from last year, which is really nice because they don't have to eat the granulated sugar water. And so I just put this box up here just so I had everything all in the same place. So what we're going to do today is look to see how each of these packages are doing. Add a little smoke. And with the hive tool, here's the pollen patty that I put on about a week and a half ago. That was a whole half. And actually yesterday I just put this on thinking they were running out. Here is the Crisco and sugar mixture as a preventative of the trachea mite. See, they think there's a fire, so they go into the hive and protect the colony. I'm going to take this off and put this on later. I'll save this. So we'll just take a look and see what's going on in here, if they've eaten a lot of the honey. Oh yeah, you see how I scraped? This is so interesting because you can see where I made a couple lines with this hive tool. When I put this frame in, they opened up a bigger area in rows. In this frame here, all the caps are opened. Here you can see some of the bees eating right out of the cell. And here you can see where they're eating the honey and they're on the edge of where it is capped. So they're eating from the outside in. And these workers here are just kind of in between two frames of honey, coming out to see what's going on. So what we're learning from this is that they're still eating the honey and they have enough. But I'll just take the hive tool. This is what I did before. I just went like that. Maybe I'll go like that this time. Just for fun. So I'm going to take this off and see what's going on in the brood box. Looks pretty good. 5 frames in here where the bees are conjugating. So that means that they're living under that area. We'll just add a little smoke, let them go in where it's safe. So what we'll do is we'll take out this second frame in away from the group and set that aside. These are actually capped bees. These were probably the first eggs in here that she laid, and then the other bees are waxing them over. When they come to a certain point in their lifespan, they cap them with the wax and they finish growing. In 21 days, break out of their cells and start going to work. So let's check the red hive. Start over here because all the bees right now are right in here. This hive seems, well, it's spread out a longer way, but it seems not as big. So we're just checking to see how they're eating this honey. Here's where I opened it up. They've uncapped all of that, so they have plenty. And they'll be making their own honey soon. Enough to survive. And the rest of these are totally empty. So let's go down to the next level. And it looks like they're all still in that same area. So we'll take this second frame out. Just set that aside. Empty. Starting to see bees on here. This one's a little heavier. Ooh, this is nice. You can see brood all right in here. And see how they're building this comb out? This is beautiful. You can see in here how they're building out. See how it's curved? The comb is curved. I think this is my favorite frame. I just love to see how they're building that wax. And look how everyone's busy tending to the eggs and the larvae. Here are the larvae. And you can see as they go away from that grouping, they get smaller. So she's going around in a circle. and see how small they're getting as they go further away. But they don't really mind me being here. They're just still doing their work. Oh, and this is a very good sign. These are all capped bees. I'm actually thinking this is going to be a better hive than the yellow hive. So it'll be interesting to see throughout the summer what happens to these two hives. And I never did see the queen, but we have lots of evidence that the queen is there. So I'm going to close it up, put the honey back on, bake pollen until they bring all their own pollen in, and a little bit of the crystal sugar mixture for the trachea mites. And here's our wintered hive, and we will check to see how that is going. I did reverse those boxes the last time I checked them. Ooh, it's a busy little hive. I bet the queen is up here. This might be a candidate for a split. Just a dash of smoke. Okay, we do have a queen up here. So I think what I'm going to do is reverse this hive. There's a lot of bees in here that are ready to hatch. Oh yeah, it's time to reverse. So we're going to reverse this hive. Smoke these a little bit. Let's go with honey. We've got a couple of drones up here. The outside one is honey. There's the box with the queen, and bring that down so she's on the bottom. So now we have the queen down here. This is definitely going to have to be divided. And since before I had the opening down here, I'm going to take this cork out and put it back up here. Since the queen is down here, it's easier for them to go in and out. They won't have to drag that pollen all the way up to the second box. I should have taken that out when I had it all apart. Now that I took that entrance reducer out, they have that whole bottom area to go in and out. And this hive is strong enough that the guard bees will be able to defend the hive. It'll take them a day or two to get used to the new arrangements of the boxes being switched and the entrance reducer opened up. They'll adjust just fine. These are little pieces of wax from those used comb that I put in. A little bit of work they had to do to repair them. These are the pieces that are left over.